We're back here on the platform, and today we are talking yoga and meditation, among other things, and we're going to see some cooking as well. And Nicole, I want to talk more about meditation, and because you can meditate on a whole lot of things, and you can put yourself in the mental frame to be what you want to be angry, to be happy.
It's a choice. It's all
It's
a
a
choice.
choice.
Yeah, it's all a choice. But meditation, you could basically do it anywhere, anytime. You can take a break from your chair, like Alaura was saying. She gets up, stretches for 5 minutes. You can do it right at your desk. It's just simple breathing. You follow your breaths. Or what I like to teach in a class is, on the inhale, we do I am not the mind. On the exhale, we do I am not even the body, which kind of takes you out of that mental space, so you're more focused on where you are. Because if you're not the mind, your mind's going to be chattering. And you're able to kind of leave it alone and separate from it for a while you're doing your yoga practice or whatever it is that you're doing.
But there's so many things happening in the world today. People are busy. And there are contrary winds that are blowing.
Agreed.
And so how do you get a person or yourself in that space where you can be at ease and to think of good things?
You have to think of self. There comes a time when we have to turn off from the world. It's nothing to do with or thinking of yourself as being a bad person for doing it, but you have to learn how to disconnect. If you don't, you'll be in serious trouble.
Unplug, eh?
Yep.
Unplug yourself from the world.
Computers, you could unplug everything, but we don't unplug. We prefer to upgrade our technology rather than upgrade our mental state and our physical state.
And so it is good every now and then for the
Stop what you're doing.
for the human being to unplug, stop what you're doing, and just.
Yep. Everyone teaches a lot about having self-esteem and having this and that, but we don't teach self-compassion. We're not compassionate on ourselves at all. So once you start to learn that practice, you will notice that when something pops up or something's going wrong, it's not that you don't care about it, it's that you know there's only so much I can put myself in there to help or to do whatever. Me personally, I will help anyone at any time because I also know how to maneuver my way into cutting off. I'm still helping you and I'm in what I'm doing, but at the end of it, I can turn off and kind of remove myself from that space.
This ought to be taught to the young people in our country who seem to be so confused and a whole lot of crime and violence in our country. I believe that we have a growing culture of violence where people are just embittered.
All over the place. Yeah. It's the homes they grow up in. At the same time, people like to blame music and television. When I was growing up, we had this pretty much the same, not really, words in rap and reggae and all of this stuff, but it didn't affect us the way they claim it's doing now. I don't think it has a thing to do with that. What it is, it's no one's being taught how to deal with self. It's like you see parents tell their kids, oh, go over there and do your homework, or go over there and do this. We're not teaching how to do that, though. You just prefer to put your child in the corner with some technology and call it a day. We don't teach them how to concentrate on what they're doing. We say, oh, concentrate on your homework. How do I do that? You know what I mean? So it outweighs. Now, I can't say that we need to find a balance. That's first and foremost. Always find a balance in whatever it is that you're doing. And you're able to teach that to whomever. And I think the biggest sin of all is if we're in this life and we live in this life to not in some way help our fellow man. I think that's the biggest sin that we can ever commit. You know,
a reverend gentleman came to me one day for an interview, and prior to the interview, he came early and he said, I want a quiet space, just a chair in a corner, anywhere in the office, so that I can just...
be.
Yes.
Just be. That's the best way to do it. If we're angry with anything, first and foremost, we have to focus on the breath, figure out where that anger is coming from. Any emotion or feeling that's uneasy is based really and truly in fear. So we're in fear of something. Anything that feels wrong to you or you feel like you ticked off at the world, whatever it is, that is all fear-based. And we're not taught how to deal with that, or taught how, when it comes at us, where it truly comes from and how we should really look at it. We're not taught any of that.
Well, we just need to learn how to calm down,
Yeah,
right?
we're an angry people. We're an angry set of people. And most, you'll find, we don't even know what we're angry at.
Yeah.
That's the sad part about it. We play the blame game a lot.
We don't know what we are angry at. There are a whole lot of things in
People
the
blame the
in
government,
the atmosphere.
they blame this, they
Yes.
blame that, but we contribute to everything that happens in the world.
We need to calm down and
Yep.
find some peace.
Yep. And it's easy, it's there. We are the peace. Everything else is actually the storm.
Is that true?
Indeed.
You agree with that?
I totally 100% agree.
You are the yoga practitioner and instructor. You agree that we are an angry people, and there's a whole lot going on,
Indeed.
all sorts of vibes.
Yep. Everyone just needs to take a moment and just be aware of the now.
So rather than working Facebook like the gentleman in the corner, you just put the computer down, right?
Yes. Put it all away.
Put
Turn
it
it
all
all
away.
off.
Unplug.
You don't want to hear nothing.
You don't want to hear nothing, don't want to
You don't
see
want to
nothing.
hear that phone ring off.
No,
nothing.
people are afraid of silence, because they think once you sit in silence, that gives whatever is in there a chance to come and attack you and bombard you. So your mind is going 24/7. So we try to numb in any way possible the phone, the computer, booze,
Alcohol,
cigarettes, partying.
So we are overloaded.
Yeah, very much so.
Overloaded with
Very much so.
information, all sorts of issues.
Yep.
Interesting. Okay, we're going to take another break here on the program, and when we return, we're going to have a yoga demonstration by Alaura Albury, and following that, you are going to see some great cooking, I believe, by Bianca, and so we are going to take this break, and at the end of the break, we will see Alaura. We'll come right back.